It's Bari. Is it supposed to be inquisitive? Like, what is this?
Peace, King and Queens. You're now rocking with the best. This is 11 Black, episode 199. 199. One more episode, and it's episode 200. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
You heard that beautiful voice. That's Kaya. But we'll introduce her. I am JD, of course.
Yes.
Here with a beautiful brother of mine.
Bari, young yarrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr.
There we go.
Yeah.
And you like that?
Like that?
Yeah. I mean,
We here.
something we've been doing.
Trying to set a vibe.
Something we, yeah.
Trying to set a vibe for you, Kaya.
We got homie Yomi in the building as well.
Peace, gang.
So. Nah, see, look, don't hit me with the nervous files.
I already told you, two men hosted a podcast. I'm nervous.
Yo, okay.
Don't
Nah.
do that.
2 men hosting a
It's about to
podcast.
go down. Like what's going on?
We're not those guys.
Yeah.
No,
We're
not
not
yet.
those
We're
guys.
actually better. We're better than those guys.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You know what? Because you know what's funny? Yo, she hit me up, right? She was like, I hope we're not gonna be talking about sex on the podcast or like our sexcapades. Because
I
you know,
did.
because the shit was like, bubbling up the ass.
Y'all be talking. Y'all have things to say. I actually love talking about sex, but I was just like, I don't know if right now.
No. Yeah.
is
Wouldn't even do that.
No, we wouldn't do that because like it's that's a thing between like people that we're just like
comfortable.
we know for real.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing for us.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So like I love talking about sex too. So it's like it's just cool. Like it's just a vibe. And it was a story to share. So but
It was a story to share.
It
You
was
had
a
to share
story.
it.
It
was
was
a story
a
to share.
story.
It
You
was
had
a
to.
story to it was a story to share. But anyways, we're here with a beautiful Kaya. How are you?
Who? I am. Yeah.
That sounds deep.
Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot
There was a
behind that
lot
one.
behind
Yeah.
Let's unpack that.
Literally, I started saying that when people ask me how I am and I don't have the words. I'm like, I am.
Just I am.
Just I am.
I'm here. Yeah. But
The founder
yeah.
of Grown Mag,
Yes, that's me.
right?
Mhm.
And also a singer.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do a little something.
They do you do a little something or you do something.
I do something.
Yeah,
It's
for
more
sure.
than a little something. That's
Exactly.
me talking like down on myself. But no, it's definitely more than a little something.
Explain like Grown Mag, like how you came about that, like that idea.
Man. I was in college.
Shout out to
and-
HBCU. Did you go to Spelman?
Yes, I did go to
Shout out to
Spelman.
Spelman, man.
Okay, shout out to
HBCU.
Spelman.
Spelman women, always.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was a sophomore at Spelman and I was about to go home for Christmas break. And I knew that, because in college you have that like hella long Christmas break. It's like 6 weeks.
Mhm.
And I knew that going back home, I would like get depressed. So I was like, I need to figure out something to do with my time. And I just turned to writing. Like I just went on WordPress, started this like blog, and it wasn't anything back then, wasn't supposed to be anything. But it was an outlet for me. And then I was like doing it, just like writing random shit, kind of similar to how I talk on Twitter.
Yeah.
And
I
then
found her on Twitter too, by the way. I just saw her tweet. She's like a.
Oh God.
No, I'm not gonna say your Twitter. I'm not gonna say your Twitter on live.
Honestly,
but
it's
famous.
It's gotten out of control. My Twitter is just, it has a mind of its own. But
Mhm.
but yeah, but essentially I was writing on this blog. And my dad was always like so proud that I had like done this thing, even though it was like really small. And he was like, you should have your friends write on this and like, just see how it goes. And that's what I did. I like reached out to my friends. I was like, hey, you guys want to like write a blog? Like you don't need to have writing experience. You can curse. You can say whatever you want to say. You can talk about your ex. Like I don't care. Like you can just write on here. And that's literally how it started. And it was called She Unplugged back then. And then I did that for, I think it was about 5 years. And then I kind of like hit my point where I was like, either I put a team together behind this or it's time to let it go. Because I was like running this site all by myself through college, through grad school, through being broke, through sleeping on couches, like still waking up, editing posts and doing social media. And I was just like, enough is enough.
Yeah.
I've gotten this far on my own. I need help. So I literally put an ad on Craigslist out here in New York, which everyone thinks is so crazy that I did that. But I was
What you
like,
mean? Why is that?
that's what I'm saying. I don't think people know. I think Craigslist in New York is a different vibe than anywhere else. Like for me, Craigslist is not that crazy in New York, but anywhere else I would be scared. I put an ad, and then like a few people actually responded. I held interviews in a Starbucks, and like there's still 2 girls on the team now from that Craigslist ad. They're still with Grown to this day. And yeah, we rebranded to Grown and like exploded literally. I'm shocked every day how literally day to day I check it and we have more followers. And I'm just like, oh my God. So the more it grows, the more I've had to learn as a founder and CEO. I wasn't even calling myself a CEO because I was just like, I never wanted to be that. I'm just trying to like keep this thing alive as it grows.
Yeah.
Like, but it's been such a beautiful learning process and I'm so happy to have it.
What's the purpose of you doing that in the first place? Like, what do you not like? I know you wanted it to write and things of that nature,
Yeah.
but like, what do you see? Where do you see it going in the long run?
I really just wanted to like highlight women that were like in between, like in that in between phase in their life where, you know, maybe you're fresh out of college, maybe you just quit a job, maybe you're like not sure what you want out of life. And it's like, I felt like for Black women, we didn't really have that space.
Yeah.
And I wanted us to have a voice, like this like early 20s type of, you know, space that we were in. And I want to keep representing creative women that are like that. So even when we do like our digital covers, like our team is really, really intentional in like picking a girl that deserves her flowers, you know, not a mega celebrity, even though we do work with celebrities occasionally, but like we like to focus on, you know, giving flowers to girls like us.
Yeah.
And I literally love being able to do that. So yeah, that's the mission behind it.
That's a vibe. I ain't gonna lie.
Your latest cover is with the woman who founded
Yes, the founders of Nappy Head Club.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Ricky.
right.
Yes.
I
Oh
love
my
it. I love
God,
Nappy Head
they
Club.
are.
I got
so...
a Nappy Head Club tote bags. Fire.
Oh my God,
So, love
like.
Nappy Head Club.
I was trying to like not be that person when they were on set, but I was like, can I get a discount? Like, no, not gonna turn a discount. But no, they were so just amazing to work with. Like, love them so much. I just the fact that they responded to us was just like amazing because they've done so much and their sisters and their story is so beautiful. So yeah, we loved having them, and we're already working on our next cover. Can't share who the cover star is.
Can you not share who it is?
I cannot share. But she's out of this world.
Big
too,
time?
so. She's damn near on her way. Like,
Okay.
yes.
Issa Rae.
We gonna speak that into existence, Issa.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you. But yeah, no, we're excited.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think you will turn it into like a fucking building enterprise and shit like that? You think
Yeah.
that's the next vibe?
I mean, that's the goal. I mean, I think this year is when we really started monetizing because as a business, it's just been really hard for us because we don't sell a product.
Yeah.
And so like as a founder, people always like send me grants and like, oh, you should do this and blah, blah, blah. And like, you look at the requirements and it's like, you always have to have sold a product. You always have to have already had like 300K in revenue. And I'm just like, it's really hard when you're a community focused business.
Yeah.
So we had to move a little differently. But I'm excited because we are starting to bring money in. And my goal is to, you know, turn it into a full company because I just want to pay people. I want to like help people live their lives. So like, that's the goal. On our way.
Have you ever thought about making physical edition or like?
Yes. We talk about that literally every time a cover comes out. Like, because every time it comes out, people are like, I want to like buy this. I want to frame this.
Little coffee table shit.
Coffee
Yeah,
table,
for
literally
sure.
coffee table. And that's the thing. Like, literally, we're always like so passionate about getting that one thing done that we don't expect how it's going to, like, we don't anticipate how it's going to reach people.
Right.
And then people go crazy for it. Then we're like, damn, y'all, back to the drawing board. We got to do this. So we're preparing to grow in that way. We're just trying to like baby step it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Did question, like, did Spellman help in any way with that? Like, as far as like you like going this route?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, not like intentionally as like, you know, I was taking
Journalism
media
class.
Like, yeah, no, like not like that. I was a music major. But being around.
So you really a musician for real?
She really
Yeah, I
musician
got
for
2
real.
music degrees. Yeah, I'm a.
Two music
Two
degrees.
music
That's crazy.
degrees.
We gotta tap
Yeah.
in.
You know how to play instruments?
I know how to play piano, yeah. I was a voice major, clearly, but yeah, I play piano, and that's how I taught myself to produce and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm a music nerd.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we got
All right, so we got time.
Yeah.
We got some. Now you talking our language.
we got some-
Now you
Yeah.
talking our
Say
language.
that.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah, you can talk in our language. You're
Yeah.
gonna tap into some like real R&B
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh, absolutely. But it's like being in that environment at Spelman, just being surrounded by so many just brilliant, beautiful Black women.
For
like,
sure.
yeah, like it definitely built this like just endless love to like always be for Black women. Like I will never not rep us, do anything for us, like always.
Now, yeah, I feel like your mission reminds us of a friend of ours,
Sure.
Taylor,
Shout out
Mama
to Taylor.
Photog.
Shout out to my phone.
That's on the Instagram. She like only takes pictures of Black women.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
love that.
She follows Grown Mag too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
And we follow her back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Community. You know what
For
I
sure.
mean?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And shout out to Mama Photog too. She's doing big things.
Yep.
Shot for Patti LaBelle.
Damn.
We
Oh,
gonna talk
wow.
to we gonna
That's
talk to her about
amazing.
that
I
another
mean,
time.
that was on Close Friends. I don't know if that was.
No, it was public.
She put it public?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I would never do that.
I was just like,
I would never do that.
All right, bet.
I would never do that. But anyway, by the time this comes out, that shit will all the way be out anyway.
Yeah.
fire.
But
I
anyways,
love Patty.
for sure.
Patty. Mhm.
I really appreciate Black people being intentional about Black people.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I think that's how we should be moving.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of appreciated your vision, like when I met you. So we might as well talk about that
Mhm. Talk about it.
because people don't know.
What?
Yeah.
I had went to Culture Con.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was, we had a discussion about that on the pod.
Mhm.
Thought it was not what I wanted it to be, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I went into Sweet Chick, and then I ran into you
Yes.
and
And I was with our creative director, Trey,
Trey.
for Grown. Yes.
Right. And I don't remember how we even just started having conversation, but we had conversation. But you said it was interesting.
Yes.
Why was that?
The Culture Con or
No.
our meeting.
Yeah, our meeting.
Yeah, because well, one, I didn't expect to meet anyone. I thought I had met everyone. Like, it was after the
yeah.
event. And then also I remember us like talking,
Mhm.
and then you left because you were like with someone. So we thought, all right,
Yeah.
young man is gone. And then we're
Young
like
man.
over here, young
Yeah.
man. And then we're like, doing whatever. And then you came back inside. It was like, okay, you got something to say. Like, got it. Like, but I appreciate that. Like, sometimes you just really gotta like make those connections and make it intentional. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So that was surprising that you came back inside because we were like, what do you need? Young man, like, no. But it was
Young
like-
man. Young man is crazy. That's what I am. That's why I give
I
him.
mean, you're a young man, no? I mean,
Right,
you're a young man,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah. But no, I appreciate that because then this is how this happened. So
Yeah, I mean, when I see people that like kind of like I've always been like intentional about that. Like
Mm.
if I could have a conversation with you, I'm not trying to like approach you on no like weird shit or like if you're like amongst friends and shit, I
Yeah.
ain't trying to like disrupt that.
Right.
But when it's in an intimate setting, like how it was low key, like I was sitting in the corner, you know what I mean? We kind of like talked a little bit.
Yes.
And then I had left, like erupted. I'm like, nah, let me just like see what they about. Let me see, because the Culture Con, you there for a reason. So everybody's
Absolutely.
somebody,
Yes.
low key, you know what I mean? So let me just see what this vibe is about. And you guys are
Everybody
very,
is somebody.
huh?
I said everybody is somebody.
Yeah,
You're
for
right about
sure,
that.
for sure. So like, I'm glad you didn't like, because that was another thing too. Like at Culture Con, I was like, I don't want to approach no woman. It was a lot of women there.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
I ain't want to approach no woman because I ain't wanted to make it seem like.
Well, I mean, I
Like-
think you would have been fine. Like, I mean, because that's what the whole event was about, to like mix and mingle and meet people. But I also get the apprehension. I do get that.
Right.
Like, it was like beautifully overwhelming. Like, you didn't know where to start. Like
Right.
at Culture Con, and I damn sure didn't approach anybody. So like,
See,
I
there you go, yeah.
no, I didn't do that. But so
I'm
I
shocked
get
at
it.
that though, because it's easier for a woman to approach a woman. No?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just start with a compliment.
Yeah.
A very loud compliment.
Yeah, exactly. Ah.
Yes,
Like that.
and that's it. You
Right.
in the door.
Yeah,
Right.
for real, for real.
Shoes. Okay. Yeah.
Right, right.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, me, I can't do that. Like, yo, I love you. Like, you can't. We gotta come on.
Wait, why'd the voice change?
Because the voice, you gotta change the voice though.
What happened there?
Lower the
You gotta
octave down a
lower
little
it.
bit,
You
you know what I
can't
mean?
come off aggressive.
Yo,
You're not.
yo, I ain't gonna
Yo, I
lie,
ain't
you look
gonna
real
lie.
good tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I mean? You
Wow,
gotta-
it's like y'all both jumped into the voice. That is hilarious.
That's what we do. We from Brooklyn, but like, well, you're from
I
Queens.
ain't from Brooklyn too.
Yeah, no, you from Queens.
No, you're right.
Okay, cool.
Where you from, by the way?
I was actually born in New York. I grew up in North Carolina, though.
Oh, say word.
Yeah, but I
What
always
part of North Carolina?
Fayetteville.
Okay,
Fayetteville.
shout out to the Ville.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But I had to get out of there.
Yeah, she looked like she had like dark thoughts just now. You saw that?
Yeah, the bill was
She's like,
Fayetteville
yeah,
is
yeah.
because it's interesting because most of my family stayed here, and so like I was always back and forth as a kid, and I always preferred New York, but we like of course lived in the South, so it's. Yeah, Fayetteville is a place. It's a place. It taught me a lot. It gave me a lot of street smarts. I will tell you that.
Damn.
Well, I mean, that does sound a little
That's
crazy.
the sound.
But it was crazy. Like, yeah, it was when you went out to parties in Fayetteville, like guaranteed running from gunshots, kind of thing.
Damn.
And you wouldn't think that's what
I
Fayettille
wouldn't
was.
think, yeah.
That was good like 80% of my high school experience.
I mean, but like based on how Cole talks about it, I could see it. You know what I mean? Like he don't make Fayetteville sound like it's like the most glamorous place. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
it
keep
has
it real.
its pockets because it's a military town too. So you
Okay.
have your like suburban vote for Trump people that are there. Then you have like your military people who no one is really from Fayetteville, but they're like the parents got stationed there, so like that's how they got there. Like, and then you have like the suburbs, like black families and things like that, and it's a weird mix. And then you have the hood in Fayetteville as well. It's pockets all
like
over
pockets
the place.
all over there.
Yeah,
Like,
Fayetteville
just
State is there. They have a HBCU.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, just like anywhere, like New York just got a lot of pockets.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different type of pockets within the neighborhood at that, especially.
Yes.
So when you came to New York, where'd you first move to?
Brooklyn, Flatbush.
Say that.
Yep.
East Flatbush, where we at? We outside. That's what it is.
Yes. Which was nice for like my Caribbean side to just be literally
Caribbean. What
What you
what's the
repping?
vibe? What's the
What you
vibe?
repping? What island you rep? What's your flag?
Guyana and Haiti.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not speak Creole or not?
No, I do not.
She's like,
And it's funny, like I was trying to do it on Duolingo. I
Yeah.
felt like such a just like,
just not
just
the
such an
experimentation.
American, I'm like,
Yeah.
let me go on Duolingo and learn my native tongue.
Yeah.
But I do want to learn it. It really is a beautiful language. And we got shouted out in the Black Panther movie, which was nice.
Wait.
Who did?
Black Panther 2, they went to Haiti. You didn't
Oh, okay,
did
okay.
y'all see
Yeah,
it?
no, I did.
I
see it.
did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see it.
I was
I
say,
didn't see it.
damn, did I
I
spoil
thought you were
something?
saying like Grown Mag was shouted out, and I was like, do I gotta
no,
rewatch
no.
this? Do I gotta
That
rewatch
would've
this
been
movie? That would have been
fire.
crazy. I was like,
Also, the actress that played Riri, she actually follows Grown. So that was like really nice when I went to go. That was in the Ironheart.
the Ironheart suit. Yeah, okay.
She actually follows
She
us.
follows. Wow,
Yes.
that's huge.
Child.
Like she about to be a star for real.
Literally, I'm just like,
Cause she was a
something I created? Like, you're famous. What?
that's
about
crazy.
to be on the next cover.
Exactly.
That's who it is.
I'm
That's
gonna
who
have
it
to
is.
slide in the DMs.
No, for sure, definitely got slide because she's about to be a superstar.
She was amazing.
Yeah, she was amazing
Oh
in the
my
movie.
God.
Very funny, dope,
Yes.
just like a standout star. For Sure.
Absolutely. I want to be her friend.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I feel Bari. I know when you watch that, I know what you're gonna hit me with.
You do?
That's for me. That's for me.
She my style?
She's definitely your
That's
style.
my vibe?
That's your vibe
Okay.
right there. That's just your energy.
Okay.
I just know it.
All right.
So maybe like, you know what I mean, you could introduce. I'm joking.
Wait.
I'm joking.
Not my friend want to talk to you.
Nah,
Not
for
my
real.
friend want to talk to you, child.
I'm joking. You got this like southern type of thing too. Like,
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, she's from the South.
I'll take it.
I mean,
No, not
I don't
from,
like.
she don't claim that.
I
She
don't
don't
know.
claim
Yeah.
that.
You don't
I don't say that I'm from the South. I say I grew up in the South.
Oh,
She don't
okay.
claim that. She don't
Yeah.
claim that. No, she's just like, I don't.
So what do you call home then? So you call New York home? Like
See, that's the tricky part. I honestly don't. I just explained that I'm from places. Like I don't, and I honestly wish that I had like that like strong hometown like
Yeah.
sense of pride, and I don't. But I also think that's why I'm so adaptable wherever I
right.
go, because I'm just like I can make any place my home, kind of. So.
Yeah.
Do you travel like with the intentions like showing to like promote Grown Mag or like
I should do that more.
yeah.
Like it's crazy because I think we've literally gotten so far without any real strategy other than being for our community that now I'm like trying to put the strategy in place on the back end. Where
Right.
Okay, let's talk about marketing. Okay, let's talk about budgets. Let's talk about like that's just not anything that we've been doing. It's literally just been organic. People find us and like fall in love with us. And that's it. Like, and that's a blessing. And I feel like with a lot of things that I do, it happens that way where it's like, I don't got no strategy, y'all. I'm not planning, I'm not scheduling posts every day at 3 p.m. Like I'm not doing any of that. It's just authenticity, see what happens.
And then
Okay.
that's that. Yeah. I
That's
think
how it works.
that's the most difficult part of like this like field that we're in
Absolutely.
as far as like media, like when or like how to market, like especially if you're not a marketing major or you don't know nothing like the slightest bit of marketing. Like everything is like trial and error.
Yes, absolutely. And I actually love creative marketing. Like that's like my, I don't want to call it a day job because I actually really love working in creative marketing. But I do have that skill set as well. And it's funny, but it's like I do that for like the clients I have to do the work for. But like when it comes to me and the stuff that I create, I just like turn that part of my brain off. And I'm just like, I don't feel like making the whole campaign brief and the, you know, content calendar and all of that. But I need to turn it on.
Why do you think that is? Like,
you know, I think that I am just so tapped into giving to other people, which is like a good thing, but it's also a fault at the same time, that when it's like time for me to like focus on my own stuff, like I don't put the same energy there.
Right. Well,
and I want to change that in 2023. We're gonna focus on fixing that.
How do you pick and choose what to like post about? Because I know some things in the media might not be the best looking for us.
Yeah.
Or you only focus on the positives.
I wouldn't say only on the positive, but I definitely don't want us to be like a celebrity gossip kind of shits, site. Like no shade to the platforms that exist that do that, but I think like that is usually the hyper focus with Black media is like celebrity news. Yeah, right. So I try to focus on the things that again like stick to that core value of that in-between girl. Like what is she doing online every day? What is she looking at? What would inspire her? What would inspire me? Like what can I write today? What can I post on social media that's something I need to see? And that's usually the best way to go about it because someone else needed to see it too and they resonate and it just, you know, it just works from there. So I definitely try to pick the things that inform us, especially Black women.
For sure.
There are some stories, some of them very tragic and heartbreaking that we do have to share and talk about and make space to talk about. And then there's some things that you share and then the trolls come in the comments. We get a lot of that. And it's kind of trained my own capacity for dealing with that on social media. Because between my own personal platform and then grown, like just seeing the things people wake up and say, it's
crazy.
Just like,
no, it's insane. Nah, for
real. Okay.
It's insane. not to even like talk about ass eating, right? But that video went kind of viral-ish on TikTok, and the amount of
eating you up.
Oh, eating me up. Like men?
Mink coming for you.
Oh, but even on Instagram too, like, and I'm like, yo, you saw something?
But it was only the dudes.
It was only dudes. It was only
dudes. The woman was like, oh, word. They was all for, but it was like, oh, no, y'all niggas is young.
You know what's crazy? Like, even our most hateful comments are usually men too. Like, it's...
That's why I don't fuck with niggas. That's why I don't fuck with niggas, bro.
Yo, but like mainly our demographic for real is like women. So like 90% women, which is crazy. So
thank God.
It's crazy, but thank God. You know what I mean? Because I just don't understand. I'm like, yo, even if it's not your truth, it's mine's, right? And it's just a vulnerable decision.
It could be theirs, and they're just not ready to embrace it.
Word. And
that triggers a lot of just, the anger that triggers in people will just... And you just got to be like, okay, you're not ready yet. You're still working through it.
And you know, it's funny, like, I agree with you, like, I think within Living Black and just like how much like traction we're getting now and like the comments, it's definitely training me not to even like pay attention. Like I would never have saw those comments if niggas didn't send me that shit.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like people showing me like, yo, look what this dude saying. I'm like, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, who cares? Then you go on their page, they got like 200 followers.
Yeah.
They following 3,000 people. Like they hate us for real. Like they probably go on other people's shit just to hate.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because they be like family men too, which is wild. They have like
whole family.
Always the wife in the profile picture, you and the wife, and just running your mouth. Like, does she know what you just running around on?
Saying,
Oh, that's so terrifying. I think I tweeted that once. So I'm just like, imagine like really liking somebody, and then you don't even know that he is just running amok on social media in the comment section.
Like a whole misogynist.
Just like, how would you ever know that about someone?
Yeah. Nah, it's ridiculous.
Somebody come woman to woman.
Somebody's gonna have to woman to woman you. Like, it's just no way to like find that out, and that's like the most terrifying thing to me to think about.
Yeah, it's tragic. I would hate to see like one of my men, my friends, my man's for real just doing stupidness like that on the net. That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like now I gotta talk to you about that. Like that's crazy.
Well, I like that's the first step. Like I gotta talk to you because
Like we sometimes don't check out homies.
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Most times.
Yeah. Like dudes too, like men don't be checking each other for real like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really.
But y'all, and then it's also like the way that y'all are friends to each other. Like always concerns me. Like are y'all like friends? Like if he was sick, would you bring him soup? Would you like?
You know what's so
Is it-
facts here? I was just having this conversation. This is a really good question. That's really good.
You wouldn't bring him soup, vice versa.
I would not bring him soup. But
I mean,
but because you don't want the soup.
no,
Is that what you're
no, because he lives in Far Rock.
yeah, the geographical location between
He lives in Far Rock.
I would. Yeah, I wouldn't.
If he's next
in an
door.
imaginary world where you didn't live.
No, yeah, if he's next door.
Yeah,
Of course, it's my man.
Sure.
That's my brother. That's my brother. I'll do anything for my bro.
See, that's what because I was talking to one of my friends who like had the flu and he was just like in his apartment dying.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know he had it. And I was like,
Why you ain't call me?
what?
Right.
That. And then also like none of your friends they can't send you a Uber Eat, nothing. Like I was in California at the time, literally Uber Eats his soup, Gatorade. And like, I'm just like, that's what I do for friends, not a thought. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know, like a lot of men are like not that caring for each other, which kind of makes me sad.
I ain't gonna lie. I was literally having this conversation. Like, I agree with that. Like, I feel like the way women like interact with each other and like
We
big
will
themselves up.
Drop
Yeah, I would
everything,
drop
shirt off
everything,
my back
son.
for my best friend. I'm in the car. Like,
Yeah.
it's...
It's different. I don't know. I don't know what that is though.
But would you even feel vulnerable enough to ask for soup if you needed it? Like, if you
Nah,
were really down bad, like,
That's it. That's a great.
can't send me a can of Campbell's.
I'm not even
Like,
going. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, I don't
need it.
even know.
Need
I
some
don't.
chicken.
I think it's like I don't want to like be a burden on people. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want you to like be overly concerned or involved with what I got going on. You know what I mean? I don't want to even put that on your plate for real. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. At least from me.
Right.
Yeah. So like I just kind of. But to be honest though, like who I would tell was my female friends. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
Because
That's
I
what
know
yeah.
women are gonna
Yeah,
come
they're gonna
through
do
for me.
something.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no.
And not saying my niggas wouldn't,
Yeah.
but I know she's gonna do it for sure.
And it's easier for you to be vulnerable with a woman.
It
than
is, though.
to,
It just is,
like a man.
it just
I'm not gonna act like that's not the truth. I think like my worry is like, are y'all interested in actively doing that work to create vulnerable space for each other? Like, because y'all need each other, you know? Like,
Now you barring it up. She's barring it up.
like
That's real shit.
I wonder like if, because like even like with something like Grown, like I saw a need for my community, and so like I made that space for us. But I don't see a lot of like, you know, pages like that where Black men are just like doing that kind of stuff. Not to say that they don't exist. You know, there are people doing that, but I would love to see more of it because like y'all should be talking to each other.
I agree. I think you know what I would say about my boys. If I was like, yo, I need a talk, like
Serious voice.
some like real shit,
Yeah.
like immediately, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then we'll come together,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
But like as far as like how women interact, like, yo, I need a fit or something like, or like we'll go, y'all go to H&M together, whatever, quickly in a hurry.
Well,
It's
that's
never
again,
like-
we call each other in the dressing room. That's what
See, okay, so well, like things of that nature, like, yo, what you think about this? Like, we don't really necessarily get into all that, but I feel like, well, at least I do agree, like, with men, we aren't vulnerable enough with our other male friends. But I would hope that my friends could come to me anytime if they needed anything. For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
what I'm
That's
saying.
how it should be.
Yeah. But like, I definitely like, I'm very vocal, like, yo, I need to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that y'all do that. Yeah, I do that though.
But like,
Yeah.
us come
Yeah,
back and talk.
yeah. Like, yo, I need to talk.
I mean, me,
personally.
I don't, because I don't really ever have to talk about anything for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have like pressing issues that I feel like I need my niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just not, I don't be having shit going on like that for real. So, but I mean, I'm always there for my people though. You know what I mean? Like, if you hit me, yo, like, yo, let's talk.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
for
here.
sure.
You know what I mean? That is.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, I always, like, our friend group, like, especially with, like, us being men, there's only, like, 4 of us, right? So it's very
Have y'all been friends since like,
high school,
yeah.
9th grade.
Men are all really good with that.
Like, keeping
been friends since y'all were
friends.
2 years
yeah,
old. I'm
keeping
like,
friends.
Yeah, that's true. Because like, I feel like with women,
Yeah.
it's like any like little thing could kind of just break up apart a relationship with
But you
men.
know what that is though? It's because probably y'all be talking too damn much.
Honestly,
Y'all might be talking too much to each other. So it's like,
I will say that I'm not like super close with every woman friend I've had in my life. Period. Like my closest friends are probably friends that I have from college. But like we don't, because I see women that say like that's why I don't like to have a lot of women friends. Like I've never like had or ever felt that in my life where I was like I don't want other women around. I have never felt that emotion. Like I don't know a world where I'm not like surrounded by women who are my best friends, who are my sisters. Like that's what I'm used to.
Probably because y'all not haters. You know what I mean? Like one of y'all not secretly hating on each other.
Oh no, and that's the thing. Like we don't really fight. Like if anything, if we ever have like conflicts, like we'll all sit down and just be like, all right, this happened. I felt weird about it. You know, like we'll let each other know that. But like, it's not the thing where like some girl comes dressed to the birthday dinner, like it's her birthday. Like none of that. I have no idea. When I see that online, I'm just like, and then I send it to my friends in the group chat, and we're just like, I don't understand. Like, how are people living like this?
No, I don't get that. I mean, speaking of friends, I guess you could tap in. Miles Wild is a crazy transition, but with the Shanquella, Shanquella Robinson,
Oh, my heart. Oh,
yeah, man. Rest in peace. First and foremost, rest in peace.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I thought when I kept seeing like justice for Shanquella, I thought it was like some police shit.
The police,
like, what the police do now? Like, you know what I mean?
And that's terrible. Like it's just
and that's not
so many hashtags that Black people have become. We don't even know what the hashtag is for. It's like, is police okay? Yeah. Is it some okay? Then is it this? Like we don't even.
The trauma is ridiculous. So when I saw that, I was like, when I saw it was like her friends, or whatever. I don't know what you call that, really.
I don't know. Just
strong
quotations.
Yeah, strong quote.
Strong quotes on that.
It's like
Speechless.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. First of all, I didn't watch the video. Like there was videos.
I did it.
There was a video.
There's a video. Yeah. There's a video. Somebody was recording that of her getting beat.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried to and it's so hard on social media, but I really try to not watch things like that. Like any videos of anyone getting killed, murdered. I'm like, we can tell the story without resharing this extremely triggering, traumatic content.
It's
like
way too triggering.
We don't have to keep looking at stuff like this to know the story. And then for her memory and her family, it's like no one wants to know that video is like circulating around.
Nah,
like,
nobody.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it was tragic when I'm like, there's not too much information yet, but I can't wait for it to be that because, you know, I feel she definitely deserves justice. And it's just like, I can't imagine, me and him was talking about it while we was walking. I was like, I can't even imagine like your friends doing this type of situation to you. Like to the point where like the autopsy says her spinal cord and all that things of that nature.
So that's OD.
That's like crazy.
That's OD. So.
I don't even someone to like hate you that much to take you out the country to do all of it. Like that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work to do. And I'm just like, I can't imagine. Like you said, I can't imagine that. I've never felt unsafe around my friends. I've never felt like I had to worry about anything like that. Like and it's just so heartbreaking to me because I feel like more often people feel unsafe in their friendships. Like I see that as a common, topic on social media. Really? And it just breaks my heart. Like I just
feeling unsafe in your friendships. How is that even possible? That's almost impossible.
We kind of just talked about it. Like on a lot of different levels. Of course, not like violently unsafe, but I think it all comes back to like vulnerability and just like if that factor is even there. That's like the number one thing when I know somebody is my friend is like when that vulnerability moment happens and I'm like, oh, okay, like this is safe.
I see.
But I don't even know if a lot of people even know what vulnerability even feels like to receive that from someone, to give it to someone, and to then say like, oh, this is a safe space. Like that's a skill set. And I don't think everyone even has that to even, because of course it always gets blamed on like, well, you should know better to never go and you should know not to trust people. But I'm like, if you don't have that practice of feeling safe, how are you going to have those skill sets of being able to tell when you're in danger? Like it's just, it's sad, but that's really the truth. I'm sorry, the silence, like,
That's real shit.
yeah.
That was real
it's-
shit.
Yeah. I always try to approach everything with compassion, even if I don't understand.
Right.
It's like, of course, I can say, like, oh, I would never be in that kind of situation. But also, like,
Can never say never.
you can never
guess you
say
never
never.
know for real.
You can
You know
never
what I
say
mean?
never. If someone is set out to deceive you,
Yeah.
like, you can't carry that 100% on you. That's not on you 100%,
Yeah, well-
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been blessed to like, never like even have those type of bad energies around me.
Mhm.
Because sometimes you might have friends that might be into like some like crazy or violent
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, we all have probably a friend that's in that type of vibe, but you probably never feel truly unsafe and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I really feel I don't know. I feel sorry for the whole situation. That shit really made me sad. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was very tragic.
It's heartbreaking. And of course, the video of her mom on the news, just like she shouldn't have to fight that hard to get answers.
Yeah.
And it just feels like she was like by herself, like trying to understand what happened to her daughter and had to jump through all these hoops. And I'm like, y'all wrote the autopsy and said, okay, like that we're not doing no more. Like it's, and again, when the victim is a Black woman, it's a
whole
completely
different thing.
response from the media and from
agreed.
the police. And yeah, it's just so many things to unpack with that. I just hope that, answers come soon and some kind of sense of justice, because I don't even know if peace is possible right now.
I understand,
like it's
that's
just,
true.
yeah, we just need answers immediately.
You said peace, so like I'm gonna ask you a question. What brings you peace, you think?
Wow, what brings me peace?
That's a ball. Ball for the Black woman.
Yeah. I think the first thing that comes to mind is like solitude. I don't know if that's like a good thing.
I think so. I think it's a
Like I'm a Cancer.
Same. Same here.
See, I was gonna do the sign thing, but
Same
I'm like,
here.
No,
let
do
me
the signs.
wait a little
Do the
further in the
signs, bye.
conversation.
Same here. I ain't gonna lie too. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I was on your gram, I was like, she giving me Cancer vibes.
Shut up.
Oh God. And I don't even do the horoscope shit. But I was like, you feel like a Cancer to me.
People can usually always guess I'm a Cancer. I've like no
crazy.
one has ever said you're a Sagittarius. Like no one has ever done that to me. They're like,
Sagittarius how to walk out right now. I had to walk
I
out.
agree. I understand.
Yeah. Right.
I understand.
I understand that. Yeah. What are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah.
I hate telling people.
Yeah.
You know
I
what's
hate
funny?
telling people I'm a
I
Gemini.
actually do amazing with Geminis.
Oh yeah, this is my boy.
Yeah,
We're great.
exactly. Cancer's Gemini. I do good with Geminis and like Leos because we're like close.
Fact?
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like on the cusp, so I have a lot of. I'm a Gemini moon, so like that's why people like they can tell I'm a Cancer, but then they're like, oh, but you're not like the crybaby and project all that onto other
Right,
people
right,
kind of
right,
Cancer.
right.
I'm like, I'm a crybaby. I cry like at least once or twice a week.
Damn,
At
really?
least I gotta like schedule my cry. Sometimes I can feel it in my body, and I'm like, you know how like you can go outside and like tell it's about to rain.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I wake up and I'm like,
Gotta cry.
it's gonna happen today. Like the cry is today.
Wait, you just cry for no reason, or is just like a reason?
It's always
like
a
built up.
reason.
Okay,
It's
okay.
always a reason, but like sometimes it doesn't just like come out, and you can like just feel it in the back of your
Yeah.
throat, and it's like
you
let me
gotta-
put on some Adele.
Bar, you be crying.
Let me.
I mean, I told you, like, I cry way more now than I ever have
Oh,
before.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
Because, like, I went pretty much damn in my entire life and I never cried for real because I never had any reason to. I was like, I feel like I need to start crying because
Yeah.
I just got all this emotion inside that I'm not.
Was that like a decision you made?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
yeah.
that.
I was like, I need to cry at some point in my life. Like, I don't think it's healthy for me not to cry at all. You know what I mean? So I started scheduling cries too, for real, low key. I mean, probably not. I don't cry as much as you do, twice a
Take
week.
my shoe off and throw it at you. With love. With
For real
love.
though, on some
Like,
Patty LaBelle shit. Yeah.
because the number of times got my hand on my hip.
Yeah. So
Because you bringing
Yeah.
out the auntie in me. Because like the number of times I'll talk to men and just be like, yeah, I haven't cried for years. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and you don't think there's anything wrong? Okay.
Right.
Like I'm like, you haven't cried. I just cried on my way here. Like I think that is a problem. And I love that you made that choice for yourself.
Nah, for
like
real.
that's very, very, very important. But yes, I'm a Cancer.
No, okay.
Say.
When's your birthday? You July or you?
I'm July 7th.
Ooh.
I'm 7/14. Gang shit. Gang shit. We here. We're here.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Yo,
Shout out to my cancers, though. Shout out to my cancers. You are.
Yeah,
We're gonna
because
be friends.
our birthday is exactly a month apart.
That's
You
right.
the 14th?
I'm
Oh,
June 14th.
Oh, I'm getting out.
Yeah,
It's enough.
yeah, it's
Enough is
crazy.
enough.
Nah, we here, grown man,
Yeah,
IOB.
Yeah,
God's
sevens
numbers.
are also a really big number to me.
For sure,
Like,
7's God numbers. Sure.
yeah.
7 and 14s is big numbers for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy though. I definitely love that you cry, bro.
Thank you.
And I love that you cry.
How about you?
Do you cry?
I don't cry.
That sounds like a very.
What about you?
I don't.
No, but like
Y'all be easy with that though. But
no. But we had a conversation on this pod like when probably far ago. I forgot when we had that conversation, but I did have to cry.
Okay.
And it was
What does that mean? You had.
I had to cry because
We had a funeral.
no, because it was a lot built up.
Okay.
I didn't feel like I had to cry in the moment, but it just came out.
Mm.
But when the cry let out, it was about like a 7-minute cry.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a strong one. But like I think that was it for the year. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like,
What
for
were
real.
you doing when that 7-minute cry?
I was writing in my journal.
Mm.
Yeah, so I wrote in the journal. I mean, I wrote like 4 or 5 pages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I let out one good one, and that's it. That's probably all I got.
Do you still journal?
No, I haven't wrote in that journal since.
Oh my God. You probably scared
Scared?
to have another like 7-8 minute cry. You don't even know what's gonna happen next.
You think that's what that is for sure?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you can't. That's why you got to just every day. You got to schedule.
You gotta tap
schedule
in.
it because yeah, next time could be 14 minutes. You
See-
don't know. Like
see, but like I maybe scared. Okay, subconsciously
Mhm.
maybe.
I feel like you look like the type of person that walks around with a little journal in their pocket. and
I
just-
did. I do have a journal in my like little thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to use that.
But that's a different journal. The journal I wrote in
was the
was like a nice it's a hefty journal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's got a leather back, and I'm like, and I like the way it just writes, like how the pen hits the paper. So like I write in that one, but that was my last time writing in that one. My last time writing that one was the big cry, and I never wrote in that shit since.
Nah. You never want to cry since then though? Never feel like you want to cry for real?
Nah, man, like I don't like crying,
Okay, so that's what it is.
right? Because
You don't like crying.
crying to me,
Not that you don't have a reason to cry.
I don't have a reason to cry either. Like not necessarily, not to me.
Believe that.
At least not to me. I be going through it though. I be going through it
We all going through
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just like, it's not enough to make me cry.
Yeah.
Like when we even watching Black Panther, I mean, I'm seeing everybody like I'm talking about boo-hooing. Like when you see it, you might.
I
tap in.
surprisingly held it together
Did
better
you?
than I thought.
Beginning,
was
middle, and
going
end.
to.
You held it together.
Okay, the beginning, like when they did the funeral scene, I made it through without no streamies, and I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
You know, I really thought I was about to be in there, like on the ground, like la la la. I really was like prepared, and then it was the Marvel scene that was just Chadwick.
Right.
That's when it started. Like
Yeah.
that made me more emotional than the funeral. I have no idea why, but it was just.
Like,
and I'm a
just
big
seeing it.
Marvel fan,
Yeah. Okay.
so it's like seeing that, and it was just Chadwick. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
really made me sad. And then there's another very pivotal scene that I'm not gonna see because you haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
You haven't seen it. Yeah.
When that happened in the middle of the movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot for me. And then the end, you know,
She sitting
when
on the
Shuri
beach. Yeah.
finally had her cry.
Yeah.
Finally had her like release.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That took me.
and the scenes that they played. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that
come
took me. That took me
on,
out. I'm
like,
gonna be very honest. I didn't cry, but I'm a big shed tear. I shed the tears. I shed one. I said like that. That shit said. I said, hold up, that got me.
Oh, you didn't cry, but you shed it.
I shed a
You
tear.
shed a
I shed a
tear.
thug.
Okay.
I shed a thug cry for sure. Like
A little thug shit.
even you can't ruin the movie, but the
Yeah.
surprise after that.
Yeah.
I got chills, and then like he said his name, and I was like, oh Lord, I can't do it. The movie just had too much emotional tugs, man.
Yeah, man.
The movie is good, man. Shout out to
It-
Black Panther.
It
too.
really, really.
I mean, a beautiful representation of blackness
Yeah.
and Mexican culture.
Absolutely. I love to see both of that. And I think like my biggest takeaway from the movie, which I haven't heard a lot of people like talk about, is
Yeah.
like I just liked seeing, because like all of this talk about like, you know, like feminine energy. And I do consider myself to be a very feminine person.
Right.
But I think just being a Black woman, we've always had to find this sweet spot between like roughness and softness. Like
Yeah.
that's just what we have to do.
Yeah.
And in the movie, it was like we were allowed to see Black women be both. Like
Yeah.
hella strong, hella vulnerable, colorful, but also dark. And like there was pride behind that. There was no like, you know, like shame and picking one thing, being more masculine today and then being more gentle the other day. Like it was just all together. And I was like, I felt so affirmed seeing that because it's just like, I don't think I will ever be this super, super soft, like super, super feminine version of myself. Like I'm always going to have a little roughness to me, like always. That's just how I am. I think that's how a lot of Black women are. So I just, I needed to see that.
Especially as of late. I mean, I'm gonna piggyback on that, but before I get to that one, before I get back to that one, I did see like so Tariq Nasheed, he had like you know, on Twitter you could do this Twitter circle or what, not Twitter circle.
The close is it
not
the
close friends, the shit that was like Clubhouse. It's like Clubhouse.
Oh, Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Spaces. Yes. So Tariq Nasheed was hosting that. He's like, why should I go see the Black Panther 2? So people are like weighing in.
I think I haven't blocked.
You haven't blocked. You have Tariq Nasheed blocked.
I think so.
Yeah? You know, nah, you see, but I mean, that's cool.
I understand. I get it.
You understand?
I get it.
So there was this guy that came in and he was like, it's a great movie to take your daughters, but not your sons.
Oh.
And I was like, bruh.
Here we go.
Why you said that?
What the hell
Because
does
the
that
woman,
mean?
because exactly what you said, like, it's like so focused around women and like it shows women in this light that he just thinks
is that
it's just misogynistic vibes.
Okay, that's
Completely.
why people keep saying like, oh, why did Marvel like not replace Black Panther and took this character away? Because I was wondering why people were saying that.
Nah, yeah, they was hating. They was hating on like the old woman cast for real. Like they was hating on that. For real. They was
this
definitely
is why my timeline is real curated because I didn't even see that. And that's why he.
But I didn't. Tariq Nasheed didn't say that. He was just like.
He was just okay.
He was just like he just had that dude. He's like, all right, man. Like and then like.
Was that? But that is that like a large sentiment?
That's a large sentiment on like.
Oh my.
Like the people that were coming up on his type of space. They was talking about some shit like that. And I'm like, this is that type of shit that men did. I don't even understand. For me, that's important to make your son see because like, yo, you see Black women in this light that, yo, they're strong, they're powerful, and then this and that. Like instead of just like some objects and some tools.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I feel like that's why.
Really, that's so crazy because my whole takeaway from the movie was like, yeah,
for sure.
And then y'all like, nah.
yeah. And I think that's why
wow.
to even get back to the point where like you feel like you can't be straight all the way feminine is because men don't allow you the space to be that way.
Well, see, that's it.
If that's what you feel like.
And that's the tricky thing about it because it's like I don't even know if I was given the space to like fully be in my feminine whatever that means like that I would take it. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't
So in
think
any relationship, you never felt that like you had to like you.
No.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm a very dominant person, and I don't think that's ever going to go away. I do like other dominant people because I don't want to be the only person like
making decisions.
Yeah, I don't want to be that, but I also don't want to be like you do everything. I'll just be in the house. I think that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, for sure not.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's a Gemini Mooney.
Yeah, and that's also the being raised by a single mom in me too. Like, we was doing everything in my house, like everything, raking the leaves. We was painting the garage, painting the shutters on the house, sweeping the steps, like mowing the lawn. Like that was me growing up. So like, I of course embraced rest and embraced, not having to do those things. But yeah, it's just. I like the know-how. I like knowing that at any given time I could be dropped anywhere in the world and I'll be fine. I know how to take care of stuff.
So if a man allows you, not allows, but like grants you the vibe to make you feel that way, you're taking it completely. Like you gonna.
I think I might lean into a little bit. I mean, like you want to pay for everything. Okay, we can explore that, but I don't ever want to stop the work that I do. I don't ever want to like. Not have agency over my life and my money.
Yeah.
I don't like asking for permission when I want to do stuff.
For sure
like,
not. For sure.
I don't want to do any of that. Like that's just that's not. I think any relationship is an equal exchange of like giving, taking, charge, like being in charge. Like
those are the best relationships.
Like like it's a give and take. I think any partnership works that way, but I'm not just like doing that off the bat. Like hell no.
How do you find it being in a relationship? I'm not sure if you are.
I'm not.
No, you're not. But like even like trying to date maybe as an entrepreneur. She said,
tough.
It's tough. It's tough for you. Tough. Not even a thing.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
What's the toughest part about it?
Well, I think like
This is funny.
no, I think like I'm a very ambitious person. And I think oftentimes the visions I have for my life just don't line up with what other people have for theirs. And that doesn't make my vision better and theirs worse or whatever, but it just doesn't align.
Mm-hmm.
So I often find myself in those positions a lot of the time. Like I don't necessarily want to be with someone where I have to like explain the work that I do or explain how I'm making it all happen. Like I kind of just want that to be a normal thing because you're also doing your own things and moving around and creating and whatever. Like I want it to just make sense in our lives. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just not often you find someone that's like on that same page or like open to that. So, but I still date. I still have fun, you know, experience people, but.
Experience people. That's the call tag nowadays.
Experience people.
Experience people. I got
That-
experience people.
That's what we're doing. That's what we
doing.
calling it.
That's what we doing, man.
Well, that makes me
people?
sound like a fuckboy, but it's like,
Nah, it doesn't sound like fuck boy. Nah, it's just
You
just where we at.
You human.
damn,
Yeah, you
I'm one
human.
of them artsy. Damn, yeah, maybe I'm one of those just like artsy fuckboys. That's like, you know, I just experience people, baby.
I mean, shit.
I don't settle down.
I don't settle down. artsy people. Nah, like I feel like maybe I'm not even trying to bring it to zodiac signs, but like for real, I really feel like it's kind of like me and you was talking about like letting people in today earlier, or like just having like human interactions
Mm-hmm.
comfortably
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I really feel like sometimes we be in it, sometimes we be feeling it, but a lot of times we ain't feeling it. And then
That's very Gemini of you.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it's just me.
No, but I get that. Like I red flags pop up for me very fast, and then I'm like, yeah.
Like over, like you done, you cut it off quick.
Yeah, like not gonna spin the block, text you 2
Mhm.
days. Like, no.
What's a red flag? What's a red flag?
No emotional intelligence is just like
Big one.
That's a
Yeah.
big one.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
there's absolutely nothing I can do. Like blessings to you. You'll find it when
You'll
you're ready
find
to
it.
find
Yeah,
it.
for
But there's
sure.
nothing I can. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, you're not gonna teach us, man,
Like no.
how to do that. No,
No.
that's not what. Yeah,
I don't even think it would be valuable if I did.
right.
Like it wouldn't even sink in, you know? Like so I'm like, and that's where the experienced people thing, that's why I say that, because it's like you don't really need to try to fix anyone or change them. You just like literally see what they are already offering,
Mhm.
and then you make your decision about how you respond to that, whether you want to be around that, whether you're like, okay, we can make this work. Like that's how that happens for me. I never feel like I have to ask a bunch of questions that are like, you know, when was your last relationship and are you in therapy and all.
Yeah.
I'm like, people reveal all of that stuff
Early.
early without even realizing it. They gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I'm just like, okay, we can experience each other for however long this is gonna be a thing. But I know there's no longevity.
A red flag is
You know,
Re-
we
No, I feel that. A red flag to me is like if we bicker too early. Like if we bicker too soon.
Oh, I don't argue with anybody.
See that?
fact.
Yeah, that
Same.
yeah,
Same
yeah.
here.
Yo, that's some cancer shit.
Yeah.
That's some cancer shit.
Yeah,
I
I
don't got
don't
the
argue.
capacity to argue with you.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm that way now. Like it's like when you start doing that,
Well, you're
I
from
ain't,
Brooklyn, so.
what does that mean? What does that mean now?
See how you adjusted in the
Mhm.
right? You know what I'm talking like.
It's
It,
Brooklyn
it
shit, though.
doesn't
It's
exactly.
Brooklyn. We
With
was just,
love.
We was just talking about
Yo,
Brooklyn.
this nigga, no,
We was just talking
Love.
about Brooklyn
Percep-
women. Brooklyn, that's just Brooklyn in
it's a
general. Like
Brooklyn
it's,
shit.
it's a
Okay.
Brooklyn attitude.
Yeah. I
thought you
you know
about to
what I
say this
mean?
shit.
It
was,
really
you know,
is.
I thought you was about to say this shit when we was in Starbucks. You was like, yo, you be always ready to fight niggas.
Oh, no, I was gonna say that, but I mean,
I mean,
you said it yourself though.
Lines
I mean, you just revealed it, so I mean,
I-
No. But I don't. First of all, I don't be ready to fight niggas. But what I say, like, I used to be like a lot. I love a good like
A
back and
little.
forth.
Oh, okay. You like that?
like a
little-
banter, like you know what I mean. Like I like to just have subtle disagreements sometimes from time to time. I might
Okay.
disagree with you just to see if you catch like tap in for real. But nowadays,
I might disagree with you just to see if you.
just to see if we could like,
If
just
we
to
could
see if we could
tussle.
go back and forth.
yeah. But how far you let it go?
Yeah,
Like,
I need an example.
That's the thing.
I need an
like,
example right now.
Like you just
She's like, right now.
You
I
just
need an
disagreeing
example.
just cause, or like how far you let it go? Like
Yeah.
does it get to the point
Wait.
like, all right, now niggas really annoyed and you mad and like,
I never let it go. I never let it go too far. Like when the voices start to raise up, like it's just like, all right, chill. I was just joking. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that deep. But now,
sometimes that could be too late though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah?
Because now her
That's
feelings
not
she
she
already
mad.
in her
Yeah.
bag now.
now she mad.
That-
See,
yeah.
Now you open up
And
a can
I'm
of
very
worms
much
for no
that
reason.
person. Once you Yeah,
what I'm
not
saying?
coming back.
You ain't
I'm not coming back out.
to me, because to me it's like it's jokey. Back in the days, now it's like now I don't even want to. I feel like I shut down now when it gets to that vibe. I'm done.
You still like give an example. So how did you used to like pick the little fights? Like what?
Depends. It depends. Like
Okay.
it depends on what the topic is. Like you may say something that I may agree with or may
Okay.
disagree with. I'm like, I don't feel that same way. You know what I mean? And here's why. And you didn't even ask, but I'm telling you anyway. You know what I mean? And sometimes from time to time it might be hard for me to like, especially if I disagree. It might be hard for me to like not say anything to you. You know what I mean? When you say something and I'm like, I'd be like, and they be like, what's wrong? Like what happened? I'm like, I disagree with you. You know? And then I just tap in. I tap in with what the vibes is.
gosh.
Like why I disagree. And then
Yeah.
I might go back and forth. Because I could go back and forth. But it's just like,
Definitely can feel that.
well, you definitely can feel that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on here?
I don't know.
It's so crazy because like you're saying all the things and your energy is just confirming it, and then I'm confirming it and you're like, wait, what you mean? Like
For real, like that. You doing this? Like
you're
I'm talking
doing
about.
that. Like
Yeah,
I'm
but I
doing
want
that.
to know. I want to
What's
know how you feel it. I'm just a conversationalist.
It's in your energy though.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, literally how we met. Like you double back. Like that's very like initiative. Like you're that kind of person. Like you're not afraid to like do those first steps to get something started.
Right. But that could also be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're picking fights with people, that's a
I don't do that anymore is what I'm saying. All right. I used to do that. I like, just a banter. Like, I feel like it makes the brain sharp too sometimes. You know what I mean? Keeps you on your toes. From time to
You
time.
can just send me a book. I don't know.
So
like,
hold
I
up.
just-
So hold up. In a relationship, do
Uh-huh.
you expect if you ever like settle down,
Yeah.
do you expect never to like get into something?
I honestly, I welcome conflict and I like it because, but not in the sense of like, oh,
Arguments.
let's play fight, but because I don't like dating people that like never want to like disagree with me, and I've been in those situations so many damn times where it's just like
They be scared.
everything I say is like, yeah, like I don't like being worshipped. Like I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like we're two people, and if you disagree, then say you disagree. Like I'll deal with it eventually. Like I like that conflict. It's healthy. Like that's what a relationship is. So I do welcome it, but like don't just like piss me off to piss me off. Like because then I'm gonna really be upset.
Yeah, see, yeah. I think the piss off thing is just like, but then you gotta also, what I learned is you gotta know who you're doing that with.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
For sure.
Like who to be silly with. Not everybody likes silliness as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love silly. I'm so goofy. I'm a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like inner child.
Yeah, like I watch cartoons like every single day. Like I watch them before bed, like which is so funny because like people like approach me thinking I'm so reserved. I guess because of my social media, and then I'm just like,
It
child.
gives grown for sure.
It does. Like it gives like yeah. People are always so like surprised when I'm
You had
like,
your hand
funny.
on your hip not too long ago.
Yeah, because sometimes but for the most part, I'm really like I have no sense.
What called?
I was about that same
Yeah,
question.
what cartoons,
What
right?
cartoons you tapping into
yeah,
at
yeah.
night?
Okay,
we
so like
put it
adult
on?
animation, Bob's Burgers is always going to take the crown from me.
Bob's Burgers are
Shout out
I've
to
been a
Bob's
Rick and
Burgers.
Morty fan for a very long
Love
time.
Rick and Morty.
Sure.
It's funny because like I love Rick and Morty, but I would never like put somebody on that's not already on because I'm like you're gonna have to go down that hole yourself. like there's a lot of things on that show.
It's-
I hold it down because I
Exactly.
do love Rick and Morty, but
It's like Big Mouth hockey.
yeah, honestly, well, Big Mouth might be a little bit more tame, honestly, but I missed like the last 2 seasons, so maybe
Big Mouth is actually
Big Mouth
ridiculous.
is Big Mouth is insane.
it's Big
Big
and
Mouth,
crazy.
it's
Okay.
actually ridiculous.
Okay.
The new season is ridiculous.
I ain't tapping into new season.
And they actually showing like
I haven't seen.
they showing vaginas.
You know, they show
Like,
everything.
yo, I'm like, yo,
They
chill,
show whole vulvas
yo,
for real. Like
you
vulvas is
know
on the
it.
screen.
They
I ain't
going
gonna lie.
crazy.
Talking.
And they, yeah. Go ahead though.
Okay.
My bad.
Y'all are funny. What other cartoons? I love Cartoon Network. Steven Universe is like one of the.
Oh, these are new
best-
shits?
Steven Universe isn't new.
No?
Please,
Steven
that might
Universe.
make you cry. Maybe you need to, because Steven Universe is.
Even Universe.
Yeah.
Tough. Like
Yeah.
that?
It's like I've never seen the conversations they have about emotions on Steven Universe. I don't even think I've seen that on a show, like non-cartoon. But it is a children's show, but they just it's so good. Steven Universe is definitely up there for
Steven
me. And I love a lot of like weird Cartoon Network shows that are like canceled that don't even come on anymore. Regular show is good too. I did do Adventure Time for a little bit, then it just got a lot, and I was like, all right,
Regular show was great.
I had to get out.
Regular show was really good.
But yeah, I really love cartoon. It's something about I think the colors are like therapy for me at the end of my day where I'm just like, I just want to watch some like incredibly goofy shit that, you know, no one gets killed and then it's like bright colors. Like
that's me for real. Cause that's why I don't really tap into Cartoon Network unless it's the old show shit like Ed, Ed, Eddie,
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, and things of that nature. I think though, like Big Mouth, this is show on Netflix, another show on Netflix called Horse something.
Oh, BoJack?
BoJack.
Horseman.
Yeah.
BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
I love BoJack Horseman.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. So like, I like adult cartoon vibes and
Yes.
or maybe not as to me. It could be adult. I don't know, but like
Honestly, a lot of the 90s cartoons were adult.
adult for shit, right? Word.
You go back and watch like Hey Arnold. I was just talking to one of my friends about
Hey
this.
Arnold,
Hey Arnold.
yeah.
Like
Hey Arnold.
Helga's mom was a whole alcoholic, and I had no idea as a kid.
Word.
And then I rewatch it, and I'm just like, ooh, hey,
yeah.
this is strong for a child.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
got
yeah.
it. But that's what we grew up on.
Not for sure.
Have y'all heard of this show on Netflix called Midnight Gospel?
Yo, is that the
what
one
is
that
that?
that's the one that look like trippy as hell, like you on
Yeah.
shrooms?
I just tapped into it like
that?
it's like some wild trippy
It's a
ass
wild, trippy
animated show. But it's super ill
so
though,
good,
because like
so
it's
good.
mad shit going on.
So good.
But like they having like real like dialogue and conversation.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
definitely be. I don't know if you get high at all. I don't know if you tap in.
I do.
Tap in. Definitely be medicated properly and like just put that on. It's crazy, yo.
No, it's
a vibe.
It's a
man.
top tier. It's a top tier show.
It's a top.
First of all,
tier.
the name caught me.
Yeah, for sure.
Midnight Gospel. I'm
What
like,
is that?
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Is it like black characters or is it just
Nah.
Okay.
It's weird characters.
Some weird
It's
shit.
just
It's just
okay.
weird. Yo.
It's like movie. It's like a it looked like an acid trip. Like you ever
Yeah.
seen
Oh, okay.
you ever seen that how an acid trip or a mushroom trip would look?
On a
That's
it's like
exactly
that.
how it
I'm
would
too
look.
terrified to
It's
do
like
any of
that.
those, so.
Yeah, well, I'm not blaming you. I ain't blaming, but shrooms I will do. For
You
sure.
don't fuck with shrooms?
I haven't tried yet because I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm
Respectful.
scared to
I
hallucinate,
understand.
and I'm scared I'm not gonna come back
I
from that.
understand.
You might not.
Because
I
I'm
get it.
too emotional, or I'm
Yeah.
just be in the corner crying. Like I don't know what's gonna happen to me.
Yeah, I get
but
it.
I want to
Yeah.
try like microdosing, maybe like just a little
That's how you should do
ease
it.
That
it
is-
in
yeah,
there.
that's-
But
that's
the
it.
people that just be biting it off and sitting in the desert, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared.
I definitely want to do it. I can't wait for that. But Midnight Gospel, check that out on that.
I will
show.
do that.
It's on some
I
cartoon
love
shit.
that.
For sure.
But yeah, man. I think that's it.
Damn, that's it? We ain't even get into your music.
Oh, we didn't
We didn't even get to your music at all, yo. I ain't gonna
Damn.
lie.
Yo, we don't got that much time, right?
How much time?
Yeah,
Sitting here
that
running
is
our
time.
mouth.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I looked at the time. I was like, you don't got that much time.
No,
I was-
it's okay. This is natural, organic. That's how it's
For
supposed
sure, for sure. Nah, because definitely I was gonna tap in with some Grammy shit. Because if you pay attention to that shit.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Another time.
It's okay.
Another time.
back.
Another time.
Another time. But yeah, man, this is Living Black. I appreciate you for coming, Kai.
Yeah.
This was
thanks for
great.
having
Thank you.
me.
This was amazing.
Beautiful.
This is a great episode. Episode 199.
Yeah.
And Living Black. I'm JD. Bari, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yomi shout you out. It's over. Peace.
Yeah. Woo! That was
so
a
good.
lot of fun.